Hello, it's Andrea. I'm back. Hi, everybody. I hope I can see your comments. I did see it with the test last time today with Penny, so I'm hoping I get to see your comments because I do like to read people's comments. And so please say hi. I know it takes a little. I know it takes a little while for comments to come through, but yes, I'm just hoping that I see the comments because, like I say, I do like to tune into those. It's so nice to be here. I've got a. Oh, I can't remember, but I can see the. Yay! I can see the comments. It's all good. So I'm a little bit late starting, because I had to get my angel just right. She wasn't showing, so I just had to put my angel in there. So it's so nice to see you guys. Hey Sheila, hey Trish, hey Silke, hey Nicola. So nice to see you. Wendy, you're here. So Wendy's going to be on the chat. So she's going to be checking that everything's okay. She's going to be checking the posts and making sure that everything's all right. So I am just going to launch back in while everybody's arriving. Hey Sheila, mwah, lovely to see you. Thank you so much for coming along to the MCC last Friday. That was pretty special. Yeah, so this is amazing. How many weeks? I don't know how many weeks has it been running. It's been running a long time, and so many people have been here every day or virtually every day, and I'm so pleased. Hey Mandy, so lovely to see you. So yeah, big thanks to Kate for creating this tapathon. Oh my gosh, who knew it was going to go on like this, and all these incredible people who are here, and me. Paul, I hope you can hear me at some point. Hey Wendy. So just want to say thank you to Kate. Thank you to all the amazing people who've been here. Thank you to all the people who've helped us as well. Hey Mariana, lovely to see you. And just a reminder that this is for, we're raising money for Doctors Without Borders. And Wendy's going to put the link on there, but I'm sure you'll have all seen the link on there. It will be on at some point. So if you can spare a couple of pounds just to show, just to say thank you, that would be amazing. £3,000. We're over £3,000. Oh, Mila, so lovely to see you again. Thank you for being part of the MCC on Friday. I get a little bit like, oh, it is so exciting when people kind of come on. So, yeah, I'm turning into a little kid. My echoes are all coming out to play. So just to check, if you are new to tapping, that you have watched the video. If not, I love the recommendation because that quite a few people are using. I think Penny started it, thank you. Is that if you haven't watched the video on the tapping points, then please just watch the replay of this. Watch the tapping points video and then watch the replay of this. So for everybody who is tapping, we are, I'm going to be tapping on the face points. I find it very difficult not to because I've been tapping for so many years and I'm just used to doing that. Hey Noreen, loving the hair. And yeah, so I'm going to be using, so please make sure that you've washed your hands. If not, yeah, you've got sample. If you haven't washed your hands, please do so now. If you're going to be using face points, if not, just don't use the face points, or like Kate demonstrated, you could just tap on the energy and just imagine that you're tapping on your points. Works just as well. Tapping is amazing. It's going to be really nice and gentle. We always try to make it a nice gentle, but there will be emotions rising up. So please do take responsibility for your own well-being. If you do feel uncomfortable, post something on the chat. Maddie, it's so lovely to see you. And yeah, please do post something on the chat if you're feeling any emotions rising and you're not feeling that you're able to deal with them. First of all, keep tapping, do some heart breathing, look around the room at 5 objects, and yeah. So I just wanted to say hi, Maddie. And I just wanted to do a little bit of sending you some love. Because it was, yeah, I'm sure all of us will be sending you some love just for your amazing tapathon and then your accident. So I do hope you're okay. and I'm sending you lots and lots of love your way. So, hey, Christiana, again, you were on the MCC. That was powerful stuff on Friday. I know I keep talking about this. I'm just going to quickly throw it in there. So I did I've been very honoured to be holding Matrix Collective Consciousness, and on the spur of the moment, I held the space on Friday for to clear some energy around the war. Whether that was through people's own kind of experiences or ancestral, even past lives, and it was so powerful. So enjoyed holding those, and we'll be holding more, and I'm so pleased Carl's going to be holding one, so I'm going to get to join in rather than being there to hold the space on Friday. So really excited about that. Hi, I can't pronounce your name, sorry, from Bulgaria. Looks very exotic and amazing. Lovely to see you. Okay. I think I'm going to start. Identity. I know. So, love back to you, Maddie. So, Denny helped me. Denny Ellis, amazing heart-to-heart lady and colour mirror lady. And friend Isabella, you too. Thank you for your joining in again on Friday. Okay. Hey, from Alabama. I'm trying to say that in an American accent, but I'm not going to try. Okay. I'm going to concentrate. Identity. I just thought I'm going to look for a definition. Definition of identity is who you are, the way you think about yourself, the way you're viewed by the world, and the characteristics that define you. So, what does that word bring up for you, identity? And how are you identifying yourself? How are you identifying yourself before these changing times? How attached were you to that identity, to your way of life? And has it been changing? Have you been aware of any changes? And I do love the words from Rebecca Campbell. How is it crumbling? How is your identity crumbling away? So I'm just going to ask you to put your hand on your heart and just tune in. That word, identity. Who you were. Yeah. And if you don't know the answer, it's part of the freedom. It's part of the journey. I'm sorry, I just saw Mila. Yeah, loss of freedom. It's part of the journey. Sheila, I love that. I'm glad I now have the opportunities to step into who I am now. And so that's the thing, isn't it? You know, if you cast back, I mean, if you can even cast your, it's just bizarre, isn't it? Like if you cast your mind back to who you were. Ah, interesting, Rebecca. Identity used to be merged with the roles assigned to me as a child. Whereas now in COVID, I'm finding out who I am, my talents and creative juices. Isabella's saying big unknown, and that's okay. That's part of the unknown, you know, that's part of this time here. It's the ultimate wake-up call, and I've had a few, still continue to have them, as Wendy reminded me today. Little wake-up call. Getting my shingles, forced time out when I was like, no, I need to be doing stuff. I need to be helping others. No, you don't. What's the learning? Identity to feel and listen. Yes, there are less rules, Paul. Yeah, isn't that interesting? So that was what was coming up for me, was so I cannot believe, you know, when you catch yourself in terms of what you're saying, like I used to actually call myself oh yeah, I'm just taxi mum. Somebody asks me how I am, I'm taxi mum. Like, I do plenty of other things, but that was my identity. And so, of course, I was there literally ferrying the kids around all the time, it felt like. So, what if we could take this as a time to change? Hey, Louise, lovely to see you. Just keep an eye on the tapping points. If you're not familiar, you might want to pause this and go back to it, but we're just going to tap. Okay, Mandy, there must be lessons, but I don't know what they are. And that's okay, because as somebody reminded me today, yeah, Denny is saying less responsibilities for people outside of the household. Yeah. So let's just tap. Somebody reminded me today, you know what? Some people are just getting through the day. Not everybody has time to sit back for learning, and that's okay. So let's just do some tapping. Even though I'm not that person I used to be. And I don't know who I am. I don't know who I'm going to be. And maybe that's okay. Even though I don't know what that golden opportunity, thank you, Wendy, what that golden opportunity from this wake-up call is yet, I'm choosing to love and accept myself anyway. All parts of me. Even though I don't know, if I'm not that person, I don't know who I am. That's okay. Truly being me. And maybe we don't know who that we is. Maybe I don't know who that person is. Yes, Maddie, the car smash was a kind of a wake-up call. And even though I don't know what the learning is yet, I'm open to the idea that I'll find out. Maybe I don't have to know. This identity that I was, this identity that I'm becoming. Paul, having to look for validation in different places. Just closing your eyes maybe and just giving yourself that space. This identity. I'm just tapping on the points. If I'm not that person, who am I? I'm giving myself the space now to just be me. Whether that's with an identity or not. And maybe I have fears around actually being who I was always destined to be. Yeah, so maybe that new me, that thought of being that new me can be quite scary. Okay, so let's just tap on that resistance. Even though I have some resistance showing up, that's okay. Yeah, even though I have resistance showing up, that fear of being who I was always destined to be. Those fears are showing up right here, right now. So what's just come to me is, I wonder if that means I'm a step closer, if that fear is coming up. One of the things that we talked about on Friday was when those fears are coming up, they're inviting, they're an invitation. So yeah, Isabella, just keep on tapping. This fear. Taking some nice deep breaths. Keeping an eye on your breathing and just tapping through that resistance. Where is that resistance showing up in your body? Let's just get back to basics. Where is that resistance showing up in your body? Is it your resistance? Maybe it's not even yours. Just being curious. And just tapping through your own resistance. And maybe even just setting the intention to clear the resistance. For any other parts whose energy is showing up for you. Because some of these comments, just from the work that I've done, could well be coming energetically through some lines. Because, in those times, we have to not be that person that we were born to be. Yeah, exactly. Fear from others. Don't we know that one well? Yeah. Okay. I'm just going to bring this in from the amazing Steve Wells. Alistair, if you're here, I know you love his work too. I release all emotional attachment. This fear, whether it's myself, coming from myself or from others. And just again, tuning into where that is in your body. Releasing all emotional attachment to this fear, this energy that's showing up. Just tuning into where that is in your body. Just tuning into where that's feeling in your body. Releasing all emotional attachment to this fear. And just imagining what color would help that fear. And just knowing that this is group tapping and we can go back to this either through self-work or working with somebody else. I love that, Madeline. Yeah, releasing the attachments and just going to that part of your body where this fear maybe was, and just releasing the fear, but also restoring the right balance and the right energy flow to those parts of your body. And I'm just imagining that energy flowing across the timelines. Because just as that fear can come through timelines or through ancestors, just through, like we said, your country, your lineage, we can bring that, we can restore that balance back across too. So just imagine sending some of that color back across those timelines to those other parts that are showing up. And just doing some heart breathing and just tuning in. And what came up for me today was Wendy liked to use the onion. Just breathing into your heart while I speak, or tapping on your gamut just while I speak. She talks about the layers of the onion. I've been drawn to some amazing cards, and the first one that springs to mind is the snake shedding old skin. So as we're shedding those parts of our identity that we thought were serving us maybe in the past, but maybe that don't serve us anymore. The same way we can be releasing the leaves of a rose. And I love that it's happening for you, not to you. And so I'm just interested to know how everybody's feeling, if you maybe just want to check in. Martha, yeah, just keep on tapping. If you need some help after this session, then maybe somebody can help you with that. So I just invite everybody else to kind of check in to see what resistance there still is. Maybe on a scale of 0 to 10, where you're up to. And just realizing that this is a biggie. Releasing who we are. Shivering, that's interesting. Yeah. And yawning. Yeah. So Mandy, maybe that's something for you to work on. That could be energy that's coming up for you. So maybe that sounds like that could be energy from somewhere else that's coming up. So maybe just take that, do some journaling, or maybe connect with somebody to help you to get through that. And just keep breathing and just keep tapping. And even as we continue to tap, you can continue to tap through your whatever's coming up for you. So Mariana, you were feeling an 8, so I'm hoping that's coming down, but if not, if it's an 8, then that means the energy is rising, and that means it's ready to clear. I love that. Releasing family expectations. Yeah, don't we all know that one? So Ellen, your solar plexus was tight and now it's about a 2. I love that. Fabulous. So I know I don't have much time yet. I'm just going to try and squeeze this in. So I wondered if you could breathe into your heart and just close your eyes. If it feels comfortable to do so, maybe just tapping on, again, your gamut point. Nara, High Priestess card, loving that one. Let's just do a little trip into our heart. And just breathe. And just imagine that you're taking a trip into your heart. And you're taking a mentor, a guide. journeying into your heart, you feel peaceful, calmer. And you're going into the center of your heart and you're imagining that you can ask a question within your heart space. Just imagining that rose opening, your heart opening with your guide. And just imagining if there's any guidance within your heart to help you to discover that new identity. And rather than maybe thinking it's a future you, just think that they could be giving you guidance towards a you that you can't even imagine or conceive of. And just getting a sense of that new identity, not knowing what she needs to look like or who she is or what quality she has, but just getting a sense of it, of her, of him. And then just bringing yourself back, thanking your guide for showing up. And bringing yourself back. And so just, I'm interested to know whether anybody, how they're feeling, how that's felt for you. It felt a little bit quick for me, but I just wanted to kind of squeeze it in. Because I heard this beautiful saying from Matt Kahn, and he said, "The universe has a plan for me. My role as co-creator of the universe is to affirm that the universe has a plan for me that is even bigger and more extraordinary than I could ever conceive, imagine, or desire." And so, exactly, what can get better than this, Nicholas? So that just made me think, you know, we don't have to know what that new identity is going to be. And maybe we don't even know what the learning is yet. But what if we could just be curious? And what if we could just keep on using tapping to clear that resistance? Because, like Wendy said, there are so many layers. There are so many layers. To an onion, it could be skin that you're shedding. It could be a rose that's unfolding. Whatever feels right for you. Or for me, it always used to be that image of a diamond that's just covered in loads of muck. So just, as Janet said yesterday, surrender. Let's just do one more round. Even though I have no idea who this new identity is going to be, I wonder if I could trust and surrender to the magic unfolding, and to maybe uncovering some more layers of the onion on the way. I wonder if I could surrender and trust that this new identity could be, and to quote Matt, even bigger and more extraordinary than I could ever conceive, imagine, or desire. I just love that. I love that. An onion and a rose simultaneously. Loving that. So just putting your hand on your heart. And just gently bring ourselves back to this space. Doing some grounding. Releasing any energy that's not yours. Get the selenite stick back out again. So just doing a sweep. Just sweeping away any energy that's not ours. You can imagine a golden shower, releasing any energy that's not yours. And be open. So thank you so much. This was a little play for me. Thank you so much for joining in. I do hope that you enjoy tapping through some of that resistance. Like I said, there are lots and lots of layers normally getting through, and if the energy is rising, just keep on being open to the magic unfolding, because they are, what did you put, Maddie? They are the portal to the magic. Loving that. So thank you so much for joining me. This was amazing. Really lovely. Thank you for all your comments and everything as well. You can find out more about me on my website, beamazingyou.com, or as Wendy's husband likes to call it, Bamazingyu. I love that. So up next is Penny and Nicola Willis. Nicola, I know it's going to be amazing tapping for the kids. Not sure my kids, teenagers, are going to be tapping, but I'm going to be tapping along, and I think going to be bringing some of my echoes along and some of my younger me's. So yeah, loving that. And of course, Kate and Carl doing the Matrix Collective Consciousness on Friday. So I'm really looking forward to that. Like I said, I'm really looking forward to being in that space. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm a little bit over. Sorry, my timekeeping is appalling, Kate. Thank you so much for being here. I do hope you've taken anything. If energy is rising up, then please do continue to tap. Use your resources, do journaling, whatever works for you. Keep on releasing that energy. Thank you, Rebecca. Like I say, sometimes I wasn't sure whether to bring the heart journey in. It was a little bit, it felt a little bit squeezed in, but I just kind of wanted to do that. It's a variation of lots of other ones, but it just felt like a nice thing to do. So continue to do, enjoy the journey, continue to tap, and sending lots of love your way. Take care. Bye.